Hi, Farokh.
Hi, Kelly.
How you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Um, this was one of the most beautiful experiences I've had in my life. Um, when I came here because I've been taking sleep medication for 6 years now. But I knew that deep down inside there were a lot of underlying reasons for why I was doing that, why I couldn't stop, and a slew of other issues that I've had: anxiety, depression, and I was told by Diane to come with an open mind. And I did.
Yeah.
And I was also told to make an intention of why I want to do this. And I made an intention that I wanted to um, stop hating myself, to love myself, to really appreciate who I am, and stop the destructive self-criticism that was always pulling me down and causing me to have to take medication to go to sleep and causing me to have these issues that I've had throughout my life. And when I went through the process, when I started taking the Ibogaine, it was at first incredibly intense. Um, I'd never felt anything like it, you know, ever. And then soon after, it just filled me with this sense of complete serenity and bliss. And for the next, I think I was out for 28 hours. I felt this sense of bliss and love that I've never felt in my life. I mean, it was just like overwhelming, to the point that when I finally said, okay, I have to step out of my bed, I almost started to cry because I didn't want to come out of it.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It was amazing. But it's what I believe that it's what you make of it. It's what you're taught a lot of lessons throughout this process.
Hmm.
So it's very important to make an intention of why you want to do this, what you want to get out of it, but also to take away the lessons that you're taught, because what you need is already inside of you. And what this treatment gives you is the ability to be with yourself in a place where you're not being judged by all the voices in your head, and you can honestly and openly, with love and compassion, listen to yourself and understand why you've been doing the things you've been doing, why you're taking the substances that you're taking, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There are underlying reasons why you're taking whatever it is you're taking, and you have to get to that. And this will
Hmm.
allow you to get to that, and it will give you lessons of how to deal with that, because when you come out of this, you will not take that substance anymore,
Hmm.
but life will still throw things your way. And you have to take the lessons that you learned from this experience and apply them throughout your life.
I think that's one of the main things that Diane tells everybody when she talks to them originally is it is not a cure for anything.
Mm,
It is a miraculous tool
absolutely.
because you already have what you need inside you to do it. You just need a little help. And
Yeah.
Ibogaine's an amazing thing. What made you choose POI?
A very dear friend, mentor, a man who's like an older brother to me, um, took this treatment for another reason.
Hmm.
And I trust him. And he said that it was just amazing. Everything from the experience itself, Diane, George, the staff, everyone, it was just amazing. And he was 100% right. I mean, you can't beat what Diane and George are doing here. It is so intimate. I feel like part of the family. Like from the moment that I met George and then Diane, I felt like, hey, like they're part of the family. And what's amazing is that I've never seen anything like it, because they know when you need to talk, they know when you need to engage, and they know when you need to just have time for yourself to process things. And really, it's important that you do that, because if you just come out of this and then just run out, or if you just come out of this and you go talk to somebody else, like a therapist or something,
Hmm.
you have to process it first yourself. And that's what Diane said. And after the fact, when I told her, like, I'm so glad you gave me this space, she's like, yeah, we do this on purpose,
Hmm.
because we know that you need time to process yourself. So I can't say enough good things about Diane and George, the love and compassion that they show every single person, the care that they give every single person, it is so intimate, it is so genuine. It just, they're just amazing, lovely people, and you feel their presence throughout the whole stay here.
That's amazing. What would you say your favorite part so far has been?
Wow, my
I know it's hard to narrow it down,
it,
or something you really enjoyed that
my
you would like to share with other people.
I mean, really, my favorite part was the actual journey of Ibogaine, but it wouldn't have been possible without the way it was given.
Hmm.
Not, I mean, everything that led up to it and everything after. Like it's just everything just flows together. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Everything just completely flows together.
I love that.
And it's important also because my experience is different from the guy who went before me and my
Hmm.
friend who recommended this place. Everybody has a different experience. Some people see
Yeah,
different things. Some people it's too intense. It's this, it's that. But it's all perfect because it's what you need. Whatever you experience through this Ibogaine journey is exactly what you need.
that's another Dianism. She
It,
says it's not going to give you what you want; it's going
no,
to give you what you need.
exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Diane did Ibogaine, she said all she wanted was to see her mom
Mm,
in her journey, and she did not. But she saw a white dove flying away, and to her, that was a sign that her mom was okay because
yeah.
they had a thing with white doves. So
Yeah.
she was given what she needed, not what she necessarily wanted to see. And I think it's very important to listen to that and recognize what it is that we need. That's
100%.
one of the best things about Ibogaine.
Yeah.
Um, was there anything in your journey that was interesting to you, or how did that, like, did you see anything interesting that you want to share? You don't have to, but
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, my journey started off by seeing a lot of, faces and then different images. And it was like basically like one image or one clip of a movie that was
mhm,
then followed by another one. And, and then
it's a
once
common theme.
and then it allowed me to slow down. Like basically, Ibogaine allowed me to slow down and look at each one very closely with no judgment, and then just say, "Hey, this is the way, this is the reason why I reacted the way I reacted in this particular
Hmm.
movie clip, in this particular scenario,
It's really
right?"
cool.
And then I was able to take so many lessons from that. I was like, I already knew this. Why didn't I tap into that knowledge that I had within me?
Yeah,
you know and then it just kept going and going and going, and they helped me process so many things that have occurred throughout my whole life, my childhood, the trauma, all these things
things we don't know
that we don't
are
know.
affecting us.
We don't know.
Exactly.
And then at the very end, it was surreal because it was like I was surrounded by light, like these beings that were just full of light. It was just all light, and all I kept hearing from these beings was that everything's okay. Everything is okay. Everything's going to work out for the best. Everything's going to work out for the best. Everything is okay. And all I kept feeling from these beings was just love. I mean, I have never felt that kind of love in my life. It was surreal. I can't really articulate it in words, but
Yeah,
it was this light that just filled me completely. Like I was completely engulfed in it.
that's that's amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that. Do you have any last remarks or anything you want to share with anyone who might be thinking about coming or doing Ibogaine or anything like that?
We all have our journeys in life, right? And life is not meant to be easy, right? So don't diminish what you've gone through, and don't say, hey, like I can't be saved or I can't be helped, or don't listen to those voices. If there's a lot of things that I was taught during this journey, but the most important lesson that I learned for myself in this journey was that this journey taught me, diving in journey taught me that from this moment on, I'm going to choose to be positive. I'm going to choose to have hope. Okay. I'm going to choose to believe in love and grace, right? And choose that for yourself. Choose that for yourself. and realize that you're a human being, that you're going to go through difficulties and challenges through your life. You already have, and give yourself the love that you deserve by coming and experiencing this journey. And again, I can't say enough about how Diane and George, they basically complete this picture. Like they are the reason why this all works for me, because if it wasn't for the love and for the intimate setting that they set up here, that make me feel like, hey, because it's kind of nervous at first. Like you come in here like, is this gonna work out? What's gonna happen? But as soon as you meet them, you're like, oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna work out. So, this is something that you should do for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for the people around you. You deserve it.
Yeah, I think what we're saying is, we all have pasts, and those are the things that make us who we are.
Yep.
But this journey has helped you choose yourself.
Yeah.
That
Choose
choosing
myself,
yourself,
and
you are
choose
enough, and choosing yourself is very important.
choose yourself, and choose to live a life of positivity and hope.
Yeah,
It's a choice.
it
And
is. Everything's a choice.
and coming here is the first step in that direction.
I love it. Thank you so much. You are part of the family. We will see you again.
Absolutely.
And congrats on an amazing, amazing journey.
Thank you, Calla.
Thank you.